Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Matilda, and if you're new here, how did it take you so long to find me? Well, I typically like to share about the different things that's happening in my life, my journey being a digital nomad, and today I'd like to talk about my Bangkok apartment and actually give you guys a full tour of it. I don't really share about this on YouTube, but I've talked about it on Instagram before. I'm a digital nomad and content creator. I quit my full-time job earlier this year in January, and I'm currently looking for a new place in Southeast Asia that's close enough to Singapore to relocate to sometime within the next 6 to 12 months. So basically, I've lived in Bangkok in May already. I went to Bali in June, and now we're in July and I'm back in another Bangkok apartment. And this time round, I had to show you guys this apartment because it's absolutely stunning. So let's talk about how I found this apartment. Interestingly enough, it was actually through Instagram Reels of all things, and this was actually because my fiance sent me an Instagram reel of this person doing a tour around an apartment that looked beautiful. And I'll probably plug the Instagram reel somewhere here, or maybe I will link you guys to it because I don't know what's the copyright stuff to be able to use this video. But basically, when this person shot it, I was like, whoa, like this is so beautiful. I love the amenities and I need to try and find an apartment just like this or the exact one. And I managed to secure it for at least a month and a half while I'm here. So let's talk about some other, admin costs and things like that. I booked this apartment for about 1.5 months, and the total came up to around 1,800 for this set period, which is 1.5 months. And just for context, my previous rental was actually 2.3 for a month, which is 30 days. So this is 45 days for 1,800 versus in Singapore where I would have paid 2,300 for a whole month. It's great value for money, to be honest with you, and I can't be happier. We're actually on the 8th floor right now, and I'm about to show you guys the pool. It's beautiful, and there's a couple of pools here as well, so I'll show you guys the full rundown of it. This is just one of the sitting areas, and the neighborhood here you can see, and this is how the whole pool looks like and the whole situation. I think there's like a jacuzzi set here as well, really nice. So this area on the 8th floor is actually like a tea terrace of sorts, and people just kind of do work here and just hang out. But yeah, it's like a conversation pit. I really love it. I want to show you guys the gym. This is how it looks like. It comes really well stocked with so much things here, so much machines. And I don't know why they have pillows here. Maybe it's for people who sit here. But yeah, they have this really cool thing as well. And treadmills, other machines. What I really like about this gym though is that it's 360 degrees, like panoramic view of the city. Obsessed! We also have a laundry room here. Okay, it's empty now. I've never been here before, but look at that. There's like a visual ASMR. So cool. What is this? Reverse osmosis. Let's do the apartment tour. So this is actually the entrance, and I'm gonna show you and bring you around. So we have the kitchen space. I think it's really well stocked, and it's also connected to a working table where I work most of the days. I think the kitchen is really well stocked. There's a lot of stuff here already, like plates that I can use, bowls, even a kettle, and there's a main power point that I will use for all of my charging devices. Notice that it comes with a microwave as well, which is amazing. I don't really do cooking here because I don't really have the time, but this is how it looks like if I did. And here we go to the table where I do most of my work. I tend to be a hoarder, so I stock a lot of my things here, and you can see it's always filled out. And yeah, let's move on. So this is the main living area. It comes with a very decent sized sofa, which I will usually lie on and kind of do my content work. And this is a small little table with plants. It's also reflective, slay. And this is the window. Moving on, with the outdoor drying area that comes with an attached washing machine already, so I usually just leave my stuff here to dry within a day and it's really quick. And then it comes with a TV as well. This is the other perspective of the apartment, very clean and very simple. Let's move on to the bedroom. It comes with a queen size bed. I think it's quite generous considering that I'm only living here by myself. But it comes with two different wardrobes as well. This is the first one, and the second one is behind the door, but I typically don't use it because I find that I have to close the door first before opening it up. Now to the washroom space. There's only one washroom here. I think it's good enough, to be honest, because it's only one of me anyway. And I love how this is a hidden medicine cabinet. You can see all of my other stuff here. It's great for extra space for sure. The shower space is here. It comes with an overhead shower, like a waterfall shower. Is that what it's called? I don't know what it's called. But yeah, all my stuff is also, you know, just kind of stuck in there. I really struggle with space because I have so much skincare. So this is like just one part of the areas that has my skincare. But yeah, that's the full walkthrough of the apartment. When I moved in on the 1st of July, to be honest, everything else here has been already set up. I have like a vacuum cleaner, I have a hairdryer, fridge, and my landlord was so sweet. She actually gave me 2 bottles of water as well. So yeah, she's really great. We love her and she communicates really well with me, share with me all of the Wi-Fi passwords and, you know, the important information that I would need, like the bus schedule as well to the BTS. So yeah, I think everything is really well self-contained here, and I've kind of just been working at home every single day. I don't really leave my room because I feel like everything here has all that I need right now. Let's head on to the other parts of the apartment. It's probably gonna take me a while to get to level 47. I'm only at 20. Just look at it. 10 years later. We're at the 47th floor. And I hope you guys are ready. I was just here yesterday and I really tried to toggle with the machines, but they just not working. I even had to look at the massage chair manual as well, but no luck at all. But let's check out the views here. It's beautiful, look at that. Wow. And you just get a good view of the highway as well. Really nice. That's how it looks like. See, it's such a pity because I can imagine so many people just having fun with these chairs. I'm so sad it's not working. Now I'm heading to the co-working space and I think there's a couple of people, so I'm gonna try and not take any photos of them. But yeah, this is how it looks like, and there's some feature here as well which I don't really understand. But that's basically the co-working space. Tons of people there. I'm not gonna go in right now, but yeah, let's head up. So I heard that upstairs there will be a beautiful view of the Green Lung, which is like a river in Bangkok. So I can't wait to show it to you guys. So they're calling it the outdoor theatre. Shock. Okay, let's head up. I've not been here yet, even though I've been living here for about 2 weeks now. But let's go. I'm very tired, I need to walk so much. Stop! This is unreal! Oh my goodness! What is this? It doesn't even work! Huh? What the... Okay, I'm guessing you guys can see it. But... sorry, are we at Victoria Peak right now? I feel like we're at Victoria Peak in Hong Kong. How did I miss this view? I've been here for 2 weeks. Huh? Look at it! Gorgeous! Look at my viewfinder, that's so cool. I'm such a tourist, help! I'm trying to find this thing where they call the outdoor theatre. Apparently they stream movies at night. Okay, maybe it's like just trying a different pathway to head back up. But look at that! What a gorgeous view of Bangkok. Woo! I'm sorry, but I'm in my main character moment right now. It looks so beautiful and I don't know how I didn't think about ever coming up here. So they called this the backyard for a reason and I'm not so sure why, but I feel like it has something to do with the things that they're trying to plant here. It might belong to the residents or something. Oh yes, it is. The co-growing community for sustainable living. Look at that, that is so cool. Imagine like just maintaining a little garden with your neighbors. Like that's so fun, right? Look at that. There's some rosemary stuff as well. What? And some sweet leaves. I'm sorry, but who's maintaining all of this? And there's pepper. Huh? We have a garden at home? Of all the features, I think this garden is so cool. I have never seen another property in Bangkok yet that has their own community garden, and I love it so much. Like pepper and sweet leaves. Huh? Obsessed. But yeah, I'm gonna take some photos now, and let's probably head back to my apartment for debrief. Alright y'all, I'm quite literally perspiring from just going from one level to the other and being exposed in the sun for 5 minutes. Not great, but let's do a quick debrief on this entire apartment. So I also want to talk about some pros and cons that I've discovered while living here for the past 2 weeks. I mean, granted, I've been flying home back to Singapore quite a bit. You know, I've not fully lived here for the full month, but this is all my observations from just the past 2 weeks. Some pros off the top of my head is that the security, pool, and amenities are wonderful. I think it's even better security compared to my previous place that I stayed in Bangkok. I think it's because they have a 24/7 security guard that is awake and he doesn't fall asleep on the job downstairs. So I noticed that when I came home as well, really late one night when I came back from a flight from Singapore. And the pool and amenities are a lot more generous here because I find that the pool here, they had 4 or 5 different pools, whereas the other apartment that I stayed in May only had one big pool that was to be shared with like both adults and kids. I also think the amenities are wonderful in the sense of they have like a relaxation room, like a retreat room, an outdoor cinema, and the co-working space, I would say it's a little bit more generous compared to my previous place in Bangkok. I also like how everything is very self-contained. The food rack is so convenient for drivers to leave our food and for us to just collect it as and when we're ready to head down the lift. Most apartments in Bangkok also have their own shuttle service, which I really like. This one has a very good schedule. I think their earliest van actually starts at 6 AM and their latest van that leaves the apartment is around 8 PM, which leaves a very good time in between. Now let's talk about the cons, right? The cons of this apartment, I would say, is that the lift takes me a while to get down all the way to level 1 because there will be many other people who are looking to, hitch a ride and hop onto the elevator to go down as well. So it does take me about 3 to 5 minutes just to come from way to the first floor. So that's a bit of a hassle sometimes, especially when you know that your food is downstairs waiting for you. So yeah, that's one of them. Another one is that the exact location is about a 20-minute walk to the nearest BTS, which is Tong Lo. And unfortunately, you know how the shuttle only goes one way, right? And if you're lucky enough, you can catch that one way, catch the return trip back to the apartment. So I find that unless you're really strategic about your time, you can catch the return trip back. If not, you kind of have to walk 20 minutes, 1.1 km all the way back to the apartment. It's quite a long walk, and especially in the Bangkok heat, it's definitely not advisable to do so. But yeah, I would say that's one con. Quite crowded. I find that most of the units are actually taken up by people who are either renting here or who have purchased a home, and that's okay. I mean, that's fine. It's meant to be filled up and it's meant to be crowded. I just think that sometimes the pool space or even the gym space cannot really accommodate to this amount of people. I think this place had 2 times more of the units that I had at the other apartment, so this time around it's a bit more overwhelming to be be seeing so much more people and many more kids as well. It's definitely not disruptive, but it is when you want to, do certain things. Like let's say if you want to tan by the pool, but all of the seats are already filled. Like what do you do then, So I think some things like that, it's definitely better to plan your time. So I think a lot of people usually after work go for a swim, go to the gym, or very early in the morning do that same thing. So if you're able to do non-peak hours, I think that's the best. But if you're someone that works a 9 to 6, then it's incredibly hard to avoid the said crowd. So I think that some stuff that could be improved is for sure the rain and the balcony. I think most of the balcony space was actually not very well contained. Like the rain can just come in whatever direction and it will fill up my entire floor and flood it. So that was a bit worrying for me, especially on the first few days when there was like a major downpour. So yeah, I think those were the pros and cons that I can think of as well. Oh, and lastly, the massage chair room, in the retreat room doesn't even work. So I think some things that the management could definitely be on top of is to fix certain things if they're not in use or if they are not operating at all. So yeah, those are the kind of pros and cons that I can think of. But aside from that, I'm having like an amazing time here. And yeah, I think I would definitely recommend this specific listing to other people as well, or my friends. I'll probably leave it here so you can see when you can book this apartment once I leave. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Bangkok apartment tour. This is definitely not the last tour that I'll be doing because I will be moving again in mid-August. I'll be moving places, traveling around, be in Bali, and then I will make a very big trip to Europe. So probably you'll see some other apartment tours such as my Hamburg apartment tour that is going to be shared with my fiance, maybe the places that I will be staying in France and also in Italy. That's right, your girl here is heading to Europe for Italian and French summer. So I'm really excited. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you liked the video and if you stayed till here, please help me like, share and subscribe, and even comment down in the section below here so we can talk more about our love for apartments. Tell me what you liked about this video, tell me what you didn't. I'd love to hear all about it. Okay, till next time you guys, bye!